Welcome to the Painfully Human podcast. I am Ngongo. I am Ngongo. The couches were late, and there's construction downstairs, so hopefully we don't hear the drilling. But ladies and gentlemen, I say this a lot. I have friends that we bring here on the show. I was actually asking her earlier how she wants to be introduced. And she said, as a friend. So let's forget the fact that she won Idol PH. Let's forget the fact that she's one of the stars of GMA. Let's forget the fact that she's led 2 different series that taped at the same time. Kalimutan natin lahat yan. Let's forget all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Zephanie on the show!
Yo!
Let's go!
Guys, palakpak naman guys.
I know. Wow! Artista na artista.
Welcome!
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, actually, you have to forgive. I'm drinking a lot of coffee at the moment to get my energy back up again. Because later we laughed a lot. This episode, as of taping, is an hour delayed because we had so much happen. We had a couch come in, so we had a second couch come in as our set, and then we realized masyado mababa yung couch. The couch is kind of low, and then Zephanie looks shorter on the.
No, Ed's just
taller. That's right.
Yeah,
That's actually the
yeah.
excuse. But welcome, Zeph. Actually, I don't call you Zeph.
Yeah.
I call you Odin.
Odin.
What is Odin? Is that your real name or is that...
So, guys, FYI. Yung Odin, it's my second name. Because, di ba usually, we'll have like a screen name.
Yes.
Like they would give us a screen name. So, Zephanie's still my real name. Zephanie Odin. It's from my dad's name. You know why?
Why?
Because they thought I was a boy. So, sa ultrasound ng baby ako, akala nila lalaki. So, ang pangalan ko dapat, Zephaniah Oden.
Wait, so your family thought you were a boy or like ABS? ABS or the networks thought you were?
My family.
Your family. So, but I'm sure they saw you, right? So,
no, like
di
siguro
ba nila
sa ultrasound,
nagets
I
agad?
don't know nga eh. So, sabi nila blue daw yung mga gamit ko nung baby. And so they changed it into a more like, girly name.
Okay.
So, Zephanie Odin. Yeah.
But like, it blows my mind. They didn't like paglabas, diba? They see it
Oh my
straight.
gosh, she's
oh,
a girl.
shucks, babae pala.
I don't know, just my mom.
Well, shout out to Tita. But Odin, we're so happy that... again, I'm going to call you Odin. And to everyone out there, I'm going to call her Odin because the same way people at work, they'll call me like Edward.
Yeah.
But my friends call me Ed. I'm going to call you Odin.
Yes.
So if you guys get weird... I feel like I need to speak Tagalog to you. Like, I'm automatically going back into...
Ako naman, I feel like I need to speak in English.
Di mag-Spanish na lang tayo para we have the different ones. No, okay. Context, Odin. Where did we meet? Because I want to thank... Actually, before that, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Of course.
Odin was actually one of those people that I didn't... You're going to get offended by this. I didn't want to bring you on the show.
Oh.
Because you guys... Umalis, no?
agad.
No. I didn't want to bring you on the show because... there are people, like everyone that's come on the show, for everyone who's watching, or everyone who's come on, there's parang a reason I'm curious. Like, I'm curious about something about their life that I haven't gotten to know yet. Or, like, there's a personal relationship. I think we're too close as friends for me to ask. Like, I feel like I know too much already. So, like, if I ask questions I would normally ask, it's kind of like I'd be asking you questions I already know the answer to.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think, like, so this is my challenge today of trying to figure out stuff. That I've asked, but that I haven't asked yet. But for the context of everyone watching, I realized we actually don't have a name for the people that are listening.
Oo nga eh,
Yung mga human, like, you know what I mean?
Akala ko, yun yung iniisip ko, anong tawag mo sa
audience.
Edsters.
No, please don't make. That's so.
Ed.
No, I don't like that. You know what? Shout out to them because I love them. But I don't love the name. I had a fandom called the Barbarians before. And I'm like, you know what? I love the creativity. Tapos uga-buga naman sila. Ooh. But like, I was like, it's a little weird. And I think they died off really quickly or joined another fandom. So thank you. But it's years past, so sana walang ma-offend if it's new. But again, maybe we should come up like, I don't know if we come up with this or if you're watching and you have something you want to name, the listeners.
When you said humans, it's like...
Mga human.
Speaks. Oh, parang...
you like that?
Yeah, parang...
What do you guys think? Humans? Mga tao?
Person.
What's up, mga tao? Mga persons na. Okay, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But where did
Comment down below.
Yeah, in the description. Comment section.
Where did we meet?
Where did we meet? We met... It's 2025 now.
honestly, I feel like we already met at work. Pero, very like, hi, hello, ganon. I feel like, yung pinaka-clear na memory sa akin na nakita kita was at
Oh.
church.
Really? Where?
Or
That's
no,
terrible.
no, no, no.
I interviewed you so many
No.
times. You don't even care about those interviews.
I sang at the PBB night sa Bulacan to. I think ito yung last night nyo. Yung
Were you
Grand
there?
Finals.
No way.
I sang I'll Be There with boy band PH.
Big night ng
yung
season ko.
Bulacan.
I don't
Yeah, I think
remember.
so.
I was not aware where we were that day kasi syempre
Sino yung
naka-blindfold
nanalo
kami.
ng nasa hot
Season.
air balloon?
May. Wild, you were there?
I think I was there.
Nandun kami sa backstage, naka-blindfold, tas may earphones. So we didn't know what was
Okay.
going on.
But
Yeah.
medyo sabay tayo halos.
Yes, that's true.
When we started. And
We
then
we
she,
were
like,
we were talking
officially-
about this off camera before. Because like some shows they do like pre-interview and they have like a huge briefing with a script. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, we don't do that. we try and keep it.
You didn't.
Hindi naman like that others are being fake. We just try and keep it a little more real here. So we like Adina and I were having like a 5-minute conversation about what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah,
And the conversation literally went like, so what do you
Yeah,
want
we'll
to
just-
talk about? Talk about the journey. But we did. We started around 26. Well, you were 2015 in The Voice.
The Voice.
And then 2019,
19
you won.
Idol Philippines.
You won. Congratulations.
Wow,
Zephanie.
thank you so much.
I'm gonna be fully honest with you. I hope I was okay because I don't. I remember.
You've always been honest.
I have been honest with you. But I'm saying this because I know, like, okay, for context, I feel like I'm gonna get
You know what
bashed.
you're gonna say
Dami
now.
kong disclaimer. Dami kong disclaimer kay Adine.
I so hate
Our relationship is very, like, we're all in the same community. So, like, bullying me. Medyo bullying.
part na yun ng friendship.
Just, like, but then again, like, we'll defend. Like, we got each other's backs. So, my first time I heard about you, it was someone saying, yumabang si Zephanie.
Totoo ba yun?
Nanalo lang na
Akala ko
PBB
nag-joke
tuloy,
ka lang
ng
kanina.
idol. No. Legit,
totoo
that was
yun.
but I was like, really? And then I judged you. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
In my life before Jesus, I was like, I believed it.
That
And
was
then,
you before.
but then there was a Kumu show we did before where you guessed it. I was like, actually, no, she's fine.
What show?
This was like an online show. You guessed it. It was like literally shot in one of the rooms of ABS, like one of the offices lang.
Okay.
Kumu show. My man, I hosted it. I forgot what it was called. And then you kind of just sang on the live, and then that's it.
Trying to remember.
Yeah, it was a very, I don't want to say it was not insignificant.
Hindi ko alam
but,
kung na-interview mo na ako sa Mix before eh.
oh, I don't even know. But Mix was my home before. But yeah, that was the first time. So, but yes, we became friends when we were in church. But before that, you
Yeah.
actually left. You left ABS.
Yes.
What happened there?
Yeah, so nag-meet tayo sa...
Parang dire-diretso. I'm not sure how to feel about this interview so far yet.
Why did I leave?
Yeah.
Well, maybe the chapter was very showbiz.
Very showbiz. Okay, let's
Well, my contract ended too.
Okay.
And I guess during that time. So
I feel like I have to
think-
laugh though. I feel like I did not do that subtly at all. So
No, I've
why
talked
did you
about
leave?
this before naman na. Siguro, me and my management and also my family, like at that time, we thought it was better to explore, to try out something new. And honestly, I don't regret any of it kasi I feel like mas nag-grow din ako as an artist. And I think some of the people who have been supporting me ever since know that I've grown as an artist.
Which you
Na
have.
Parang,
What
I
the heck?
tried acting and even dancing, hosting, planning to like beat you someday.
You can take my job. Actually, I'm fully content with my life at the moment. But I've never gotten to ask you this because it's a kind of like a weird question to ask someone. Like on a casual basis. Like how was it for you starting off? Again, we started similar times. And I kind of remember, at least for me, yeah, okay, we can talk about this. Early days, especially for us, ABS and GMA was very like it's
Yeah.
very like that's our rivals. You know, like Naruto, Sasuke.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we
yeah.
love each other, but we make each other better. But
Yeah.
we're actually competing. And I remember even, and so this is no one's fault, but like the general culture early days was like, don't mention the other, don't mention a show from the other network, don't
Yeah.
mention the other network. I remember I had this scene that I did with Ding Dong Dantes and Isa Calzado for Seven Sundays. I don't know if you know that. It's a
I know
yeah.
that,
So
yes.
that movie, I was Ding Dong's son. It was a one scene cameo, and I remember when we were sitting in this diner, and of course, Miss Isa at the time was until now is ABS. Sir Ding Dong, of course, is like part of like the face of GMA, one of the faces of
Yeah.
GMA, and then I mentioned like they were talking about Encantadia, and then long story short, I was like, am I allowed to talk about this? And then, parang tumawa lang si Sir Ding Dong. It's like, and I guess what he was thinking was like, it's just such a, it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But when you're young and you just start, you kind of feel like, shucks, I'm part of this war that's going on. So did you ever feel that, like, growing up? Like, I guess in the industry, actually, maybe let's talk about this, the competition of
like
the industry, the natural competition that you have between people
yeah.
and between
The-
companies or networks or stuff like that. How did you encounter that? Or do you remember a time where you faced that early on?
Siguro as like I was entering the industry nga, it parang naturally siya na-impart sa'yo na
Yeah. No one teaches you it. No one.
it's
Yeah.
like you're just aware of it na it's there. Especially before pandemic, 'di ba? Na parang yun nga you said na very strong yung I think mataas yung wall
Yes,
between
that's a good way to say it.
between like the networks.
Yeah.
Not just ABS and GMA, but
everyone.
everyone. I think in the Philippines, yung networks natin, unlike other countries, talagang yun yung sukatan, I think.
Yeah,
if
it's kind
that
of
makes
like
sense.
who has the biggest stars or who can do the biggest. I remember they would always post the ratings.
Yeah, yeah.
Side by side.
Yung
It's like
kunyari-
yung time slot. And I was like, oh. And so again, no one, like, there's not a boss in ABS that says anything or like a producer, director. No one says it. But it's just like a general culture that you kind of feel. Which is really interesting because when people meet, well, at least when I met GMA artists early on, it's like, oh my gosh, am I okay to say hi to you?
Wait, that's how we feel too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, high five.
Or,
Hey.
or kaya yung, kunyari lalo ngayon na
Yeah.
some, like now that we're doing collabs na, and people
different. Yeah.
people from ABS like would visit us, parang, oh my gosh, pupunta siya dito. May ganong feeling. So
Yeah,
it's,
I've never been inside GMA.
you have to be there.
I wouldn't
Should
mind
visit us.
visiting.
But the
Please,
first
I'm
time,
not saying I'm going to ABS. Baka mag-cancel ako dito. my
visit
boss.
lang naman.
Visit lang.
But you know, speaking of that,
Yeah.
like the first time I visited ABS after I transferred to GMA, it
When was
felt
this?
illegal. I was there for a rehearsal for Sir Jonathan's like concert.
Yes.
So it felt really weird seeing like familiar faces, just being there. Parang it felt nice, but at the same time parang I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah,
So
no.
I think that's what it felt like for me nung sinasabi mo
Yeah.
yung competition na yon. But slowly now, I think
Yeah.
it's opening more.
And that's
For
the
all of
heart of
us.
it. Like, and that's the cool thing. I will never say I love the pandemic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's kind of like, you know what I mean? The pandemic, good, like, God can turn anything for good. Even
Yeah.
the ugliest of things, even the most painful of things. And so one thing I do like about the pandemic, or at least what it brought, some of the good that came out of it, is that it brought us closer together as an industry.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, piracy. It's super random segue, but piracy brought us closer because suddenly or streaming services. It's like it forces our industry to be more creative, more tight, more excellent.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's gonna die. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there really is a network battle anymore because we all have to work together to keep the industry alive, and that's when it goes back to art, right? With all that stuff. So, yeah, but it's an interesting culture. We were talking about this, and I want to get your perspective on it. You said before, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I misunderstood, that sometimes amongst artists even there's like a level of competition Does that, you know what I mean? I genuinely, I don't feel I've felt this
Really?
much in the last years since I've been a host.
Okay.
In when I was acting, I felt that a lot. Not in like
Yeah.
a guys. This is not like a evil. Like it's not evil. I'm just saying it's like a natural. It's kind of like when you walk in and you have like an expectation of how things are gonna be,
Yeah.
and then it's like it's not. Sometimes it's not actually happening. It's just kind of in your head.
Yeah.
So I want to know if it was just in my head or not. But sometimes it feels like you're like trying to one up people or something like that. You know what I mean?
Feeling ko, well, since you mentioned something na you don't feel it as much when you started hosting.
Yeah.
Siguro, compared to sa ibang field sa industry, with hosting, parang you have to have like an equal relationship with, to make it work.
That's fair. Yeah.
Kasi parang you can't always like try to outdo the person because it's not gonna work. It's gonna be seen
True.
on
And
screen.
the whole point of hosting is to make someone better as well. You have to make them look
Yeah.
better. But then again, it's also like in hosting, there's a clear. Maybe this is what it is. In acting, sometimes a less experienced actor or actress, correct me if I'm wrong, will get a more important role. Let's be very, very real here, guys. When Maymay and I started, we got the lead role of a movie that we were not prepared for. In the sense, well, we were prepared in the sense we did it. You know what I mean? But I mean, like, of course, our co-actors are like Ryan Bang, for example. That was our first movie. We had Carmi Raimundo.
Yeah.
Like all these veteran people, but they're the support. So it's like in of course that's what their roles. I mean that they were the support roles, the side like the other characters around us. So of course it's like what the heck, we're the main in this.
Yeah.
But you're our support. So it's a weird because you get the like the hierarchy, like the I don't want to say importance, but you know what I mean. Like the roles are different. When in hosting, of course, if I host with like I don't know Billy Crawford or Luis Manzano, obviously that's the veteran. I will support you.
Yeah.
Gets ba? So like it's more clear where the lines are. But in acting, it's kind of.
When
do you get what I mean?
Like kapag nalagay ka dun sa. Yeah.
Like what if I'm sure you've had amazing actresses or actors be like a mom or like a dad in the series, right? But they are the parent in the in the show, but in reality, you're like, shucks, ikaw yun eh. Like you're the vet, but you have to treat them like their family.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's not. So how do you battle the tension of like, I'm supposed to act like you're like this, but in reality, you're a big name. You deserve respect.
I think if the character requires you to act like, let's say you're bigger than the other actresses or actors in the show, I think it's normal na, like you'll actually have to feel that way for it to be effective.
Yeah.
Pero off-cam, that's where it looks different dapat. For me naman, I think and I hope that
Amen.
I've always had like yung full respect na or how I act around the actors na I'm with, regardless kung veterans sila or they're like me din, nakaka-start lang.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna be honest, I feel it more towards actors who are the same age as me. Parang mas nandun. Kasi syempre,
Same
nandun,
age.
parang bakit ako maghikipag-compete sa sang veteran na, di ba?
Yes.
Parang automatic na, okay, I know that you are way, way, way ahead of me. Pero with my co-artist na ka-edad ko, siguro dun ko na-feel yung, but obviously,
You don't want that.
I don't want to feel that. So, instead, I make sure na I build like a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm really blessed to have.
Yeah, you do.
Siguro,
You do. I've seen it.
Every time na I'm gonna have a show, I always pray na like, Lord, just bring me or bigyan mo ako ng project na yung mga ka-work ko ay aligned sa, like, values ko. Hindi man sobra, but, they're good people. Hindi sila, bless you.
Bless you. Yeah, Theo, what's going on?
Ikaw yun eh, nahawaan mo kami lahat eh.
Sorry.
But
You were
yeah,
saying.
ayun, and I've been very blessed to be a part of like shows na ganon.
Yeah.
And I'm happy too na I see them get influenced then with by my friends because I try to bring them or stuff like that.
You know.
So
No, it's really. I've never met the full cast of some of your shows
Yeah.
that you've been with. But I've met some individuals, and they're very sweet people. Like, and again, they're young too. So I
Yeah.
think there's a, they're my new breed. I do believe. I'm not gonna lie. You and I, you're 22. I'm 25 now. We're old. We're old for our industry. Like you've
Are
been there
we?
what?
You are.
You've been there what officially like six? How many
Me,
years?
parang
Since 20 like
6.
almost 10 years you've been.
Yeah.
If you count
10 years
the
na.
voice, 10 years. I've been 9 years.
Decade.
So it's like
My
in an
gosh.
industry where youth, like I actually talked to an ABS student. Do you know Kuya Awol? Rivera. You don't have to pretend like you know.
No,
if you
I'm
don't know
trying to
that.
remember if I. But
So he's one of
probably
so
sa
for
face.
context, shout out Kuya Owl. I never thought I'd be talking about you on an episode, but he's been one of the writers for ABS for like 25 plus years.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has seen artists come and go. He like you know, he knows the stories. He knows the cycles. He knows everything. And he brought up an interesting thought years ago. He said this industry idolizes youth.
Yeah.
So it's like the younger you can be, the better. You know what I mean? So, I think I've seen older artists become more worried, they're insecure, even though they're like that
Yeah.
as the years go by, and I think that may potentially point to like where their heart is at. Like, do you need this to be something? You know what I mean? Like, do you need the industry? But that's a different topic. But reason I talk about that is youth now is like, especially with Gen Z. Like, technically, are we Gen Z? No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're Gen Z. We're Gen Z, right? Oh,
We
gosh.
are.
Shucks. But
But
like,
I don't
alam mo yung
feel
padulo
like
na
I am Gen Z.
we're like at the
Yeah.
end of the Gen Z. We're kind of there. But with the rise of the Gen Z, it's like the young people now are taking. Like, look at this team is like average age of what, like 22 or something like that. Yeah, Rafa kind of pulls the age a little bit. But it would be like 20 if Rafa wasn't here. But Rafa gives us that maturity. No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to talk about PBB. You weren't part of it, right?
No.
No. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to bait something. No. But I noticed. Tell me if you've noticed this, because we're in different networks. I don't see the artist pool that you're around, but I see it in mine. So, Rain, Kai, all these new PBB. I'm not talking about collab. I'm talking the younger ones. They came out and they were so used to being on camera.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but I had to be like, I was awkward for years before I
am
was
still awkward like until now.
even like photo shoots. I'm like, di ko alam kung paano mag-post, dude. Like, I do this. Alam mo yung ano, tied up, Rafa. I do this, like the pose. Or I always fix my cuff. If you check my stylist pictures and everything I do, it's always like either holding the
I know,
button
I
on the
do
blazer. Yes. And or like hands in the pockets. Always the same. I don't know what to do. But everyone else that like the new artists coming in now, ibang breed. Like they're kind of used to being on camera. They're used to
I think generally yung generation.
yeah, I think it's because of the
Ngayon.
TikTok generation that everyone knows
Yeah.
how to dance in front of a camera, act or dub lines.
Mm-hmm.
In GMA, have you noticed that?
Yeah, I haven't really spent time with yung mga sparkle teens. That's what we call them, sparkle teens. Pero whenever I see them or like mag-guest sila sa All Out Sundays, parang sometimes I feel like I'm younger than them with
Really?
how
Mature they
confident they are or parang how they carry themselves. And it's a good thing, you know, parang I'm glad that they don't have to go through what we went through
no,
the
true.
awkward phase. But as someone na medyo, you know, kind of like older, parang sometimes I feel like, am I missing something now? Na parang, should I be more like them to, for like brands to
Yes.
notice me? Because they're different. Like, I just
The
can't
confidence.
I can't do most of the stuff that they do on social media. Like
Like what?
caption, posting, like dump every single
Yes.
day. Like,
It's like,
How do you do
oh my
that?
gosh. Okay, for context, let me wait. The two of you, can you say hi? Just the three. Actually, the three of you. Can you just come in and wave? Just come in and wave. Tristan, Serene, Theo.
Sit with us.
Just no, just like get in the wide
Same.
frame, and just wave. Just say hi. All right, this is Theo. This is
Serene.
and this is Tristan.
Tristan.
Okay, you guys can leave
Ayy.
now.
Okay, bye
This is
guys.
the social media team that I have just to be able to post stuff. Guys, I'm not made for social media. Anyone who knows me is like, di ako nagpo-post, so I need people
When
who
was
help.
your last post?
Actually, like, yeah, a month ago.
Oh.
Actually, sorry, no timestamps because we're no, like we
But like,
posted
now, as
the
of
last
this
post that I did just because I wanted to put it online was no that I just wanted to post. Like I didn't need a team. Sorry, I burped. Sorry, Rafa, you heard that. The last post that I did just because I wanted to do it
moment. Yeah, just.
was 2023 December 15, or
No
December
way.
December 20. Nope, just lying. Yeah, March 27, 2024. Because I just don't like posting. I won't post if I have nothing to post.
Same.
And
It's
if I have
going
nothing to
down.
post, then I
It's too
just
heavy.
have nothing to post. And so like it's hard for me to make
Yeah.
posts, right? So like I guess what you're saying is for our di naman generation, because we're the same generation naman. It's kind of like we're not
Maybe just
used
like,
to it.
ako personally, when I was a kid, nag-Facebook lang ako for Farmville.
Shout out
Or
Backyard Monsters.
I still go to like the computer shop just to log in and play that. Tapos pagdating ko the next day, wala, like, bulok na yung mga pananim ko. Kasi, I'm not regularly
You're not
on.
showing up.
And before, I used to like take a selfie on a tablet.
Yeah.
Mga ganun,
But,
tablet.
like, paano yung mga post mo dati? Yung mga,
No naman, I like yung mga ganito lang. Tapos yung,
yeah.
hindi
No, but-
I mean, I realized high school na ako nung medyo na-expose na ako sa computer, like sa laptop. And I was
yes.
having a hard time. I mean, dun pa lang, it already shows na hindi ako lumaki talaga
Yes.
sa harap ng screen. And I liked it. You know, I'm grateful for that.
Yes.
Na nagkaroon akong childhood outside of my house.
Do you feel like we are more social than the younger ones? Or they're
What
because
do
I
you
feel
mean?
so I've met some of the young like I don't know all their names. Just honestly aaminin ko there. I have a list on my phone of names to remember. So I have to put the names there.
But what about the face? You remember
No,
the
I remember the
face?
face.
Okay.
But it's just like, but I write down, for example, this
I
is
met this.
kunwari lang Zephanie's co-cast member. Or you know,
Yeah.
Ash. You know, something like that. May Ash.
Yeah.
Oh, di ba? Galing ko. Shout out Ash. But you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I have to try and remember it. So, but so compared to those youngsters,
Yeah.
do you feel, because I know they're super confident. Even in ABS, a lot of the young ones now, super confident, super secure. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then like, yung mga insecure na matatanda, like myself, like
Okay.
healing insecure. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm. They look like they know what they're doing all the time,
Yeah.
but they don't have not all of them have the wisdom and the experience yet.
Yeah.
So do you feel like our generation is more social or
Like,
more?
has
Because I feel like uso ngayon yung social anxiety.
like more
na-
capable of talking to people.
Yeah.
ganyan.
Like more willing and open talking to people, not just staying in the same bubble.
I think pwede, pero
Okay.
meron din na they can actually converse with people ng super relaxed sila or comfortable sila. But, yun nga sabi mo, the conversations can be really light lang
Yeah.
or hindi masyadong deep. But if they're gonna go deep, it's more about what they're going through. I think I've encountered mga teens na ganon,
Are
yung
open.
conversations namin na nag-open up sila. Parang I
Yeah.
feel more of like an ate to them.
Yeah.
So
Because honestly, at this
that's what it
point,
looks like.
so again, it seems weird that 22-year-old and a 25-year-old are like ate kuya. But if you think about the industry that has 14-year-old people in it,
Yeah.
that's 11 years difference for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Kahit na
It's-
5.
Diba?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
and there's a
17.
big difference sometimes in terms of maturity or in the industry, people are forced to grow up quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is not always. Do you feel like you had to do that? That you had to grow up quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
But naturally, feeling ko bata pa lang ako, na-expose na ako sa mga matatanda.
Yeah.
So, yun na yung medyo mindset. But I feel like I'm an old soul din kasi talaga.
Yeah.
So,
Bakit
aside
kaya,
dun sa
no?
pressure from the industry, like, bata pa lang, that's how it felt like.
Okay, here's this. Before I wanna, sorry, this is I love Siesta Horchata coffee, but I finished this already, and for as a gift,
Na yung yellow.
as a gift, no, ubus na nga eh.
So I'll have mine kasi you're gonna...
Oh yeah, oh shucks, oh nga, no, we didn't even bring it in. No, actually, bilang, yung likod ko sumasakit noon. Oh my gosh, pag matanda na.
22 ka na.
Sorry, we actually planned to bring in her drink as
It's
like
been what?
as a portion na mukhang organic. All right, we're back.
We are so back.
We had a quick. We don't usually like to edit stuff, but we had to fix Odine's microphone.
Yeah, it was falling.
Which
Inaantok na yung mic.
I was talking about how much I love Siesta Horchata's coffee. And that's,
Now
we remember. We were trying to remember it.
Before, and then I got my coffee, and then
Yes,
you
and
said...
then our camera's cut off. But I have a drink. This is not sponsored, so do not think this. And I don't think they would sponsor me. I've tried. I've known. But LaCroix, it's one of my favorite sparkling water drinks. And guys,
I don't know
rate
why.
this out of 10 out of 10. This. Oh, diba? Perfect. It's always the same. This for those who are wondering, this is a non-alcoholic drink. It's literally water that's sparkling. That's it.
And I don't...
And
get
she
it.
doesn't like it, so she gave me the ones that she bought. So her mistake is my gain. But we were talking about young people in the industry. Okay, let me ask this. I want to kind of go off on a tangent here. How is it for you being a young person in this industry? We're talking about growing up quick, right?
Yeah.
So you like, I feel like we both had to grow up quick, and to the point where, okay. So for context, Odine and I, Zeph and I are in the same connect group as well, which is like a small group. It's what churches do. It's small groups of community. It's not a cultish thing to do. It's just life. And so I know a lot of some of the things that you've gone through in life, and you have my respect eternally for that. But I feel like both of us have gone on the journey of, we got super advanced and mature in one area of our lives.
Yeah.
Like we can handle pressure, we can perform in front of people, we know how to handle certain intense things. But then it's like, what about like moving out? Like, do we know how to move out? Do we know how to get do we have a driver's
how to
license?
manage
Like,
your
stuff that
money.
normal people, how to manage your budget.
Yeah.
It's like stuff that normal people would know how to do that.
Yeah.
But because of the glitz and the glamour of show business, it's like we have an excuse to, or like it's like no one notices that we don't know how to do that because we're doing hard things. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think you and I have both gone on that journey. So how is it for you growing up in this industry, and how did it affect your mind? Because I don't feel like a lot of people talk about this. I feel like some people are scared to talk about it too, or it's like a taboo thing.
Yeah.
But like there are people who started in like going bulilit, and it can affect you. So for you, what you started 13?
12.
12. Ooh, I started 16 and I had to go to counseling. How about you? How was it for you?
About to.
Sorry, ang dark nun. Sorry.
About to. Hey, it's not bad.
Oh,
it's very helpful
you're
naman.
Right, you're right.
Because I'm about to
healing,
go to
guys.
it. So.
Tao lang. No,
I'm
but
saying it's not bad because I'm about to do that.
But hey, counseling, therapy counseling, I
Yeah.
think even if you didn't go through anything, I think it's always good to get your thoughts out process.
Just a normal teenager going through stuff, you know.
Yeah, but for you,
For me,
let's acknowledge that you weren't necessarily a normal teenager going through stuff. So
maybe
how was
that's the thing, like growing up,
it? Spilled my water. Sorry, go ahead.
I think yun yung mahirap tanggapin. Until now, honestly, na
Okay.
that I am not.
A teenager anymore?
No, like I'm not
A normal.
a
kid.
normal
Yeah.
person. And I'm not saying that I'm, like I have to be treated in a special way,
Yes.
or
Which you don't ask for ever.
yeah.
Like I've never seen
Kaya
you.
nga when I experience that and I see that other people don't,
Yeah.
it's like, why?
What do you mean by that? Like other artists expect it?
No naman,
okay.
like
Sorry,
just
sorry.
general lang siguro. Like let's say you're gonna process something and then
Gets.
naturally people would like make it easier for you, and it's you don't even ask for it. Tapos parang ikaw parang, thank you, but it feels weird. Siguro yun yung something that came with being in the industry. I don't know if I'm saying this
Yeah, I
correctly,
hear
pero don't get me wrong. I'm not like it's not siguro, that's just based on my experience. So growing up,
Sorry, for context, you're talking about counseling or
no, like
Okay.
just
general treatment
yeah.
gets. Okay.
I actually don't know how to
Because
answer your
in the industry, you kind of do get treated. Well, of course. I mean, natin, you get. I'm white in the Philippines. I get. Let's be real. I get the. If I'm in the parking, they'll give me parking. You know, because they're scared. Like, oh, puti, oh my gosh. And then artista pa. Like, let's be real. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
I'm not gonna be that guy and pretend that I don't. I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
But when you're an artist, you get that treatment too, and like people could take it to the extreme of like, well, let's abuse the heck out of this.
Yeah.
Or the other extreme of like, no, wag po. And then, but there is a difference in treatment. Do you feel like, I'm just gonna say disclaimer, I have, but do you feel like you've ever had that, you've gotten used to it, or you've gotten like, you expect it? Because I think I have. I'm not gonna lie, over the last
I think I
couple
do,
years,
especially yung mga desperate times na you wanna really get something, like you wanna get in line or you wanna achieve something.
Yeah, I hear you.
But it's still, I think I'm so aware of it na I ask myself, parang, because you have like you can actually take it,
Yeah, you can.
or you also have the option to not take it.
Yeah.
So that's what I ask myself most of the time. Parang, am I gonna put
Yeah.
myself there or no? Siguro partly kasi I don't like parang ayoko nung napapansin ako, lalo pag mga day off.
Yeah,
Parang
I hear
kapag
you.
wala ako sa work, I just want to be private,
yeah.
ganyan. So, minsan,
And-
pag nafe-feel ko na I want to be known so that I can... it's like, this is, it's kind of weird.
Honestly, I would understand if anyone watching right now is cringing, because they're like, I'm not gonna lie, because probably most people don't admit that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we will.
Oo naman.
It's part of it. Like, but I
I'm
understand
trying
that
to
can
think
be
of an
annoying.
example eh.
It's like before I would see people post, like mga artists na would post, like they're in traffic, tas may police escort.
Oh.
Yabang mo pag ganun, pero like everyone would get upset. Because like ang traffic ng Manila, and then may escort ka pa, wala ka namang ginagawa.
Yeah, but now they
They tell
don't
you not to
allow
post
it
that.
na.
Yeah, they're
Or
like-
they don't allow it
or
na,
they
I
don't
think.
allow it. Okay, well that's good.
Unless
I think
na
that's
lang
cool.
like it's important.
But like I think that's just one of the many things. And I actually want to honor you for this, Adine, because one of the things I think one of the moments that caught the hearts of so many people at church, and you won't like, I know Adine won't like me talking about this. She serves on the host team in our church.
Wow.
So when you walk through the doors, she has a sign and she's like, let me bring you to your seat. So she's the one that will usher you to your seat. And there was a conference 2 years ago where I remember standing next to one of our senior pastor, Pastor James, and other volunteers, and we're talking about something with the conference, and then Zephanie's just there with a trash bag picking up trash from amongst the seats.
Grabe ka, last year lang naman yun.
Last
2
year ba
years
yan?
ago.
2 conferences ago, sorry. 2 conferences
Ah,
ago. Yeah,
kasi,
sorry. Yeah, tama ka,
okay.
last year.
Because I missed the...
You missed the other one.
the one you were
busy
saying.
kasi. No, but she came in and she didn't. I think you served almost every session that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the heck?
That was... And plus socials na I underestimated na I'm
How much you had
never
to do for
gonna...
that? Socials basically
Not gonna
mean
do it again.
the social media team.
Yeah.
But shout out to the social media team. Napakahirap yung ginagawa niya.
I know it's
really
I
hard.
thought na, yun nga, I thought na it was gonna be easy for me. So here, like, just to talk about it more, the experience of serving at church,
Yeah.
na it's so different from what we do outside. Or
It's
as
the
someone
opposite
who's,
of what we
yeah,
do.
as someone
Yeah.
who's like, used to being in front of people, a lot of people, or being on social media, basically your whole life.
Yeah.
Or singing on stage
Yes,
in
yes.
front of people, like if okay, kaya ko to.
I get what you mean. Take your
Like
time.
nung ginawa ko siya sa church naman, it's so different. It's like
Okay, so you're talking about being on platform in church.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's give context to people. I think that's a great topic to talk about. So, number one, we're not a cult. Number one, we're not a cult. You know why? Because I thought it was at the beginning. That's a whole different.
Really?
No, because I just never experienced like a Christian church. People like lifting their hands in worship.
Yeah.
Sorry, and this is gonna go off on a tangent. When people lift their hands and like this, like they go like this with both hands. Like we talk about it a lot at church. It just means like if someone points a gun at you, it's like I surrender. So like when you're going through tough battles of life and you're like, Lord, I need you. I surrender right now.
Yeah.
And then we talk about one hand is like left in surrender, one hand is like, Lord, we're victorious in you. So again, we're talking about being on platform in church. So when we do that at work, I've experienced, and tell me if you've experienced the same thing, is you get handed a mic and it's like you get a participation trophy. Gosh. Just for being there. You get the mic just for being there. So, artista ha, may mic ka na.
Yeah.
And that mic symbolizes that you can speak and people will listen, right?
Yeah.
In church, we don't just put anyone on the platform.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge responsibility. Because that means you're leading people. And so I'm not saying the industry is evil at all, but I'm like saying I at least got the mic and I had nothing good to say. Like I remember again interviews where I talked about like, they're asking like, Edward, what's love for you? I'm like, well, love is. I'm like, you're 16 years old, you have no freaking idea what you're talking about right now. But you know what I mean? Did you like?
Yeah.
So when Adine like when you talked about being on platform at church, it's not just like because you're a good singer you're gonna be on church. Like speaking on a mic, it's really about like where's your heart at, and which both I think you went through that journey of, well, how have you grown as a person? Who are you off stage? And so like, sorry, that might come as like a culture shock to some people. That's why I wanted to speak about it. It's not just because you're known and you know how to sing that you know how to lead worship. Leading worship is completely different. But I just wanted to give context.
Yeah.
But sorry, tell us about how you started serving. So how did you go from singing and winning a singing competition to picking up trash in a local church?
I'm a very OC person.
Okay. Yun lang pala.
Yun lang yun. No, but okay. So, diba I mentioned something kanina, I missed the conference that you were
which
talking
is
about, the 2023.
Yeah.
So that year, I was so focused at work, as in puro work. But I know I was achieving a lot of things sa career ko. But then I knew at the time na something was missing talaga. You know how physically you just feel na may empty part sa'yo. I'm not exaggerating, but it's like, this is what really, like, it felt like. Because I've been a Christian my whole life. But that year, I made it as an option to go to church.
Okay.
And so, 2024, that's when I told myself, I want to be more intentional with my relationship with God. And then I started serving. I decided to plant myself at Favor. Kasi I don't know, I just felt like home.
Yeah.
I've been praying for a community na that would lead me closer to God. Kasi I just know that's what I need in my life. So I started to host team wasn't the ministry that I imagined myself to be in. I hated encountering that whenever I go to church and people say hi to you.
It's like, please don't talk to me.
like people, hi, welcome to church. I'm like, like you just wanna arrive there during worship na para lesser na yung tao. It's like that. So when I joined, actually Favorite Kids yung una, and I wore
really?
that yung onesie. Imagine like wearing that in front of a lot of people. But
I think it's cool. Yeah. Anyway.
That's what started siguro. That's what opened the doors then for me sa pag-serve. And then I joined host team. I didn't know, maybe God really made it ano daw? Like, yun yung naging way ni Lord.
Yeah.
For me to meet people.
Yeah.
People at church and get to know more like about the culture. And then,
because
that's
it's a community at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, again, sorry, this is not the purpose of this podcast, is to tell you guys about church, but it's just naturally what we live out. So, like, church is the community, right? So, so when we talk about community, like serving, it's so different. I don't know. I want to ask you about this, because for me, it really changed my life, and I've talked about it enough in other episodes. But when you're in the industry and you're served so much, you know what I mean? Like, before you get on stage, someone will disinfect your mic, give you the mic. When you get off stage, they'll take the mic back. You get to your dressing room, they do the makeup for you. They give you your clothes. It's like the whole point is to, a lot of people will work to make you look good or help you be good. And, the cameramen are there to make you look good. And so it's like a lot of people are working for you.
Yeah.
When you flip it, when was the moment that you realized, oh gosh, you love getting to serve other people? Because there's a difference in it, right? Like, I feel like, for me, I feel the most fulfilled when I get to help other, which is weird, because sometimes you're more tired, but then your heart is full.
Yeah.
Then you do this big show and everyone's congratulating you, and then you get home and it's like, oh, okay, what am I gonna eat for dinner now? Like, there's no wow, I feel like I did something. So when was the moment that you feel like serving other people actually was better than some of the other stuff?
I just know that it would help me with my relationship. At first it was more for myself.
Okay.
Because I know that through serving, I'm gonna meet people who are gonna like encourage me to keep walking, or to encourage me to grow deeper in my relationship. So I think yun parang my prayer was like, Lord, I want more time with you. And so yun yung naging way ko. Kasi I didn't have like work at that time.
Right.
So,
which is a scary thing in show business when you don't have work. There is no promises in show business. Actually, even Rafa, who's our tech guy, if I haven't said that yet before, he's nodding his head, because he's basically like, when we don't have work, the crew doesn't have work. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like spontaneous. Like, ano siya, hindi siya yung monthly sahod.
Yeah.
Unless you do a show like AOS or an ASAP. Like a contractual thing where you do it every month. But even if you don't show up to that, you don't get paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes work doesn't come in. I've had months, especially, I don't think I earned anything. Like, I was in the red. My expenses were, like, I was losing money every month of the pandemic. Like many people. And so, like, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe you could talk about that, where it's like, there's no security. People think a lot of artists get paid tons of money. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, there's opportunities for it.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, when it rains, it pours moments, and then it's a drought for like a month, 2 months. And then you're like, shucks, wag na kaya ako kumain, no? I shouldn't eat na lang.
Yeah.
So, how you've had those experiences. Tell us.
I'm not gonna
about,
lie. I am.
Are you comfortable to talk about that?
Yeah. You know what? These are the things that most people don't know that we go through as an artist. Yeah. And honestly, like, that's challenging, kasi for me, when we were talking about like yung pressure to grow up, now I feel it more, kasi I feel like I'm already at the age where I have to know all these things. And so I try to do all those things naman, all at like once.
Yeah.
And so the challenging part is you wanna know how to do it right away, but then it's you make mistakes every time.
Yeah.
And again, like, wala ngang security. So for me, na I support my family.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like, I'm not just worrying about myself, but also.
Are you the main breadwinner of your family?
Somehow, but gladly, like, my sisters, my two older sisters, they're working na rin. But syempre, they have their own lives too.
Right.
So I feel more of like the pressure to to do that
help out.
for my younger siblings naman. Because we're 5. And then my mom.
Pangilan ka?
I'm the middle child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Drama. No, wala. I'm not declaring that over here. But no, that's huge though, because yeah, a lot of people don't realize that it, like, and even sometimes you do the work, you're supposed to get paid. You don't get it comes later.
Yeah.
And again, this is not a complaint. This is just, if you
The
imagine
reality
how
of
many artists there are in a network, each manager has sometimes 15, 20 artists that
Yeah.
they're looking after. It's really tough. Like, and so there's no one to like blame. It's just the logistics of an industry this big.
Yeah.
And like a moving machine with a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
But it is scary. But then again, it's an opportunity for faith, right? So
Tsaka it's more of investing for yourself. Like as an artist, you have to like get the makeup artist, a hairstylist, a
true.
stylist. All those, like, you pay them eh. Hindi naman yun libre. I mean, you're lucky if you have sponsors, pero
hey yo.
shout out.
Hey, yo.
But see those things, like, most of the time, money goes out.
Yes.
And then yun nga, you'll never know when it's gonna
Come in.
gonna return to you.
But it's a really interesting time, especially in this stage of the industry where I don't know, like we're doing stuff now that we never would have done
Yeah.
3 years ago, 4 years ago, and navigating all of that, especially someone with the values that you have, is that a challenge for you? Like,
What do you mean?
I don't know how specific we want to go before we get canceled. Like, no. Like, I mean, the industry. We can talk about this. The industry demands a sacrifice in a sense, not in a weird like sacrificial way. I'm talking about like for anything you do, you have to sacrifice time, sacrifice the time with your family, stuff. Like you have to put in work, right?
Thank you for clearing it
Yeah.
out.
We're not sacrificing goats or anything like that. What am I saying? Oh my gosh, Lord help me. But you know what I mean? Like you have to pay a price to do anything in life, right?
Yeah.
So, eto na lang. What are the prices you're not willing to pay to be more successful in show business?
Wow. Thank you for that question. That's a very my values, syempre yung faith ko rin kasi I mean, aminin man natin or hindi, not everyone is
The same-
open to, you know, like that topic, talking about that. I just think na it makes up almost like my whole being.
Right.
Syempre,
Like the center of
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm always working on it. Sometimes it's hard na yun yung maging center kasi you know, it's like an unlearning too. Learning and unlearning stuff. But yun, I think yung values ko rin, I know, kunyari, I'm a very conservative person. So let's say may mga...
Which is not so common anymore in today's
Yeah,
day and
parang
age.
sometimes they expect you to just do whatever they tell you to do. Which, nothing against people who do that, ha? Parang, I just don't have the confidence and like the
Desire.
the
Or
courage
your courage. Okay.
to do those things. Pero, now, I learned how to say no to those things. Parang, am I answering your question?
Yeah,
But
you are. I think a lot of people can read between the lines too, and you can understand. I mean, I think I don't know if I could say this. Do you think? Okay, how is it being a woman in this industry? I've never been able to talk to someone about this, and you talk
I don't
about
know
as much as you know you're allowed or you feel comfortable. I don't want, but I've always felt it's way harder to be a woman in this industry than it is to be a man in this industry, because like let's think about it. Sometimes like outfits pa lang ang hirap. Diba?
First
I'm
thing
like,
in mind,
I can
yung
wear
outfit na yan.
full, you know, I could wear joggers and like a jersey.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh, fashionista. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's kind of cool. But being a woman, it's like, I don't know. Like the outfits are harder, heels.
Like,
So-
ngayon pa lang for sure, you spent minutes to get ready. I
Yep.
spent like hours to get
Hours.
ready. That alone's like sums up the
Sums up like
The
the challenge
challenges.
of it.
Yeah, and yung mga gowns. And I
But-
guess yung... Sorry.
Yeah, no,
You're
go ahead.
gonna
Go
say
ahead.
something.
Yeah, go. Gowns.
And even like, siguro yung... Feeling ko hindi lang sa industry natin, but yung dahil babae ka or dahil lalaki ka, may ganung feeling siguro.
Like, if guys, I don't know, I think this kind of, again, we never want to talk like the industry is like a completely different world, because if we're being real, more and more,
Yeah.
the lines have blurred, and like, it's not anymore na untouchable yung mga taga-show, I burped, sorry. Like, it's not like untouchable na yung mga taga-showbiz.
Yeah.
In the sense of, it's becoming more and more real life. Like, if celebrities are on social media, so is the rest of the world. And so it's actually not that far as what you think it is.
Yeah. I think that's what they have to realize.
Yeah, people need to,
The
because
people who follow us on social media have to know that our situations in life aren't as far
as you think it is.
Yeah, from each other.
Interesting thought. Why so? I understand what you're saying, but explain to me what.
Kasi yun nga, parang dahil artista ka or dahil sikat ka, may certain expectation or may certain standard na binibigay for you. I think naman meron talagang difference. But like, maybe some people aren't aware that we go through the things that they also go through. Like, let's say, you just see us on social media na we look like we're so confident.
Yeah.
But deep inside,
freaking out. What the heck?
parang, my gosh, like I spent so much money just to look good. Or, you still feel like you're not enough, or you don't, stuff like that.
The mental, emotional battles.
Yeah.
But then again, so when you were saying that, you were talking about, sorry, what were you talking about? Galing ko. No, you were saying like spending so much just to look good.
Yeah.
All that stuff, and there's still the mental issue. Not it's not a disorder. It's just the thought of like, am I still enough even if I look like all this? Which goes to show that you could have everything in the world, and you're still like, this feels weird. For context for everyone, I don't know why I'm going on this topic. How much does like makeup cost? Like, I know, but like,
wait, what, like the products or the makeup
no.
artist?
I mean like, so an outfit in show business, one outfit for one production number, it can range from like 3,000 to 4,000 for one production number.
For you.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe
for you.
Is yours more? Like,
for us. Okay. Girls naman, it's, well, depende kung sino.
And this is generally, guys. Don't take this as, but like, based on experience.
Yun nga, it depends pa sinong kukunin mo na stylist. Yes. What kind of, it ranges from like 5 or more.
That's
like the minimum.
Or more. And that's for one production number.
Yeah.
So
it's per outfit.
Per outfit pa yan. So pag maraming outfits, maraming production numbers.
And the hair.
And the hair
whenever
and the
you
makeup.
change your hair.
How about makeup? How much does makeup cost?
Makeup naman, I do my makeup.
Okay. But if you were to get someone to do it.
It's the same
range?
Same. Ganun.
And then hair. A little cheaper. Oh, really?
Yeah, depende talaga.
Wow.
Because, it varies depending on who you're gonna get.
I'm so happy I'm a guy, man.
What look you're gonna do.
Because, like, I can do my own hair.
Yeah,
and then
you can do your
I can
makeup.
get, like, the in-house makeup artist. And then I can try
You
and bring
don't,
my own
guys,
clothes.
most of the guys don't even need makeup.
Need or use makeup.
So unfair.
I love being a guy. I love being a guy.
I don't know. Eyeshadow pa lang.
Yeah. But, sorry, I wanna draw back to being a woman in the industry. Like, I feel like the expectations are kind of different. And would you say there's more of a pressure to compromise for women? What I mean by that is like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Again, I'm not a girl, so I don't really know how to...
I think so.
Okay.
I just don't know how I'm gonna explain it, but I think I felt what you were saying na. Siguro kasi, I don't know, I'm not gonna say anything na I might say something bad, but like, I get what you mean, and I think I agree to that. I don't know how I'm gonna explain that. Kasi it's too...
Are we allowed to talk about that, you think? We can cut this part out. No?
That? Like, being... Again, it's like truth, pero...
Yeah, maybe not. I don't want to cause a ruckus. No, but I think that at the end of the day, there's always gonna be, in any industry, there's like a, there's gonna be a temptation to compromise, whether it's your values or not.
Sorry.
Or
My goodness.
yours fine. It's all good.
Sorry, Rafa. Bumaba na my mic. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
all
okay.
good.
Sorry.
No, at the end of the day, I think there's always going to be a temptation in any industry to like need to compromise or
Yeah.
need to say this or that, or if you want this, you're gonna have to do this. Are you willing to do this? And I think again, in any industry, it's like you have to know what your convictions are, and you have to know what your values are, because sometimes if you give 1 centimeter, they're gonna ask for a meter. If you give a meter, they're gonna ask for even more. And so it's like you dip your
Yeah.
pinky in, and then boom, you get pulled in.
Yeah, you were the one who told me that.
Was that the one who said that?
Yeah.
Odina's like the little sister, like other than Miko Palaran, who's a good friend of mine, my pickleball partner.
Hey.
Odina's like the little sister that I always wanted to make, like, and I feel protective. So that's why I'll give her unsolicited sermons to be careful in showbiz. If there's a guy that's out there trying to, okay, change gears. Where do you want to go from here? Okay, eto na lang.
Can I
Odine.
just say I feel
go.
so sleepy here. It's like so comfy.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Nakakaantok pala yung conversations natin.
Yeah.
That's
And the
exactly
sofa.
what we want.
Kind of want to
man.
sleep now. I already drank like two
coffees?
cups of- I
Well, shout out to
I get-
Siesta's coffee. It's so good.
yeah.
Dreams, Odine. What are your dreams
Wow.
for the industry?
Dreams while I just talked about how sleepy.
Tara, 2-minute nap break. I guess we could do.
Dreams. What about it?
Like, I mean, we've talked about. I think honestly, I don't know if we've been a little too negative in this. No, but again, I hope you guys hear at least where we're trying to come from. That we're not trying to pretend that everything is, whoopsie doo, diddly daddly. What does that
I
mean?
think-
Like, not everything
It's
is.
like a very
We
British
want to
channel.
share the truth about what it is, and please don't mishear us. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful industry. We get to create moments for ourselves and for other people that will make people happy and bring smile to people's faces. And it's a privilege to be part of creating art.
Yeah.
Because art, you can't really put a value on art. You can't put a value on culture. You can't put a value on creating these core memories for people. So that's a beautiful job to get to be part of. So please don't misunderstand us. We're grateful in everything we say. Adine and I always, at the
Yeah.
end of our conversations, there's always like, oh, but man, God's been really good. He's been faithful. Like, we're so blessed to be able to provide for our families through this. But no job is without its challenges, right? So when you were talking a while ago, I was thinking about, if we go through stuff, we have to show up and put a smile on our faces.
Yeah.
And you can almost twist that and be like, wow, grabe, ang galing mo. That's like, oh my gosh, what a hero for doing
Yeah.
that. But I was in a restaurant yesterday and I saw a woman, like one of the waiters smile at me. And I was thinking, man, if she had a crappy day today, she would have still had to shown up and smile. And so I'm thinking like, so again, we're not that different, guys.
Yeah.
It's not that, like, we are actually no better than anyone. In fact, I have so much more respect for people who work harder, because you were just talking about this. You could sing, I don't know, 10 minutes on stage, maybe 3 songs plus a spiel, like, plus guys, nag-enjoy ba kayo? Like, and
You
then
want more?
this next song is for all of you na heartbroken. Oh,
Whoa.
and then you sing the song,
Yeah.
and then guys, that's it for me. Boom, 15 minutes later, tapos ka na, and you can earn a lot from
Yeah.
that. And then there are people who are there who have to smile for 5 days, 6 days a week, and they get paid minimum wage. So to all of you, I have so much respect, and I know Adina's too. But we were talking about dreams. But like, what's a dream that you have that you want to reach, accomplish, get to? Wow, what a generic question to ask on a
What are your
podcast.
dreams?
That's such a boring question. So can you come up with a question that you'll ask the next one? Just come up with any question you want to ask, and then we'll
Honestly,
let's ask Adine.
a dream?
Yeah.
I feel like as the time goes by, change yung perspective ko in life. and even with my goals in life, I obviously, like, you know, I want to have a good life for me and my family, my future family, stuff like that. That's a dream. Or maybe I want to finish my school because I'm haven't been to college ever.
Same.
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 Yep. I remember a conversation about not going to college. And
Did we have a conversation about that?
yeah, and then you got offended because I said something.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Do you remember what you said?
There was something you were saying, and I was like, oh, kasi you only finished high school. And then you...
That was when I was way less secure in myself.
But then you were saying something na, kasi sa FC, you were working on, like not being offended. So, like, it was timely.
Probably.
Anyway, that was like a very...
Probably.
That was a
That was
conversation we had in...
like a year and a half ago, probably. A year
Yeah,
ago.
probably
Maybe.
last year. But anyway.
Anyway.
No
offend pala. Actually, that's why you're here today. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. My dream? So weird. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Other than those things, like, I just want to be... Okay, wait. I think I'm coming up with an answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. As a singer, siguro. I'm not just singing just because I want to earn or to be on the stage. But I think the main purpose of me, I don't know, like, I feel like I want to produce an album of, like, worship songs. That's a dream for me.
Awesome.
I don't think I've ever, or I've shared that like a lot of times. Pero, syempre dati parang sinasabi ko, I want a hit song. But I wasn't specific kung ano siya. But now, I think as I try to parang dig deeper with who I am and where God is, like, putting me and taking me in this life, that's what I kind of like.
I think, hey, that's a cool thing. Yeah. I always respect people who put their dreams out there, because at the same time, it's kind of like, shucks, you said it, nah. Like,
I know, I was...
You know what I mean? So...
People are gonna...
You never know what God will
Yeah.
do. And so I think... But, yeah, it's an interesting one. I think that's cool, though. I think that's cool when you think about the dreams that are ahead.
Yeah.
But a dream of someone in our family, in this team, is to be a courtside reporter. And so I told her to come up with a question. Serene, you have the liberty to ask any question.
As someone who grew up in the industry,
Okay.
what's something you think you overcomplicated about life because you had to grow up with?
Oh, did you hear that? Oh, okay. If you guys didn't hear that on the mic, she said, as someone who grew up in the industry, what's something you think you overcomplicated about life because you had to grow up early?
That's a question for the both of us.
Okay.
You have to answer
Sige.
too.
Okay. You want to go
What's something
first?
that I overcomplicate?
About life. It's just realize.
Because I have to grow up agad.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an answer.
Sige.
I think
I'm gonna...
I think my answer would be, oh, please, I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. Like, if I come off like, we'll debrief later. I don't know it all. Please don't think again. I think this is just off our life experience. I think for me, one thing that really humbled me is realizing that it's actually not the higher you go, the more fulfilled you are, it's the lower you go. So, like, I've found, like, it was my birthday a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And on my birthday, I had a lot of messages from, like, in showbiz, you will get hundreds of messages greeting you happy birthday. And to some people, that's like, oh, shucks, ang dami nagmamahal sa'yo. But if you look at the messages, it's all the same. Happy birthday. may God bless your life and more projects to come. And then it's like always that same type of message. Love you.
More years
Happy
to come.
birthday. Excited for what's about to come. Not like, you know what I mean? It's like copy and paste, bro. It's like, you know what? I have it. I have the messages on my phone somewhere. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate that stuff. But
Okay.
when I started getting into a community and started, getting to, I guess, serve people, lead with people, lead people, I'd have teenagers message me like, hey, the impact that you made on my life, this, the man that I am now is because of how you prayed for me. And like stuff like that. I'm like, whoa, that's like, I had a kid at my birthday party, not like a dinner. He said, thank you because you're kind. And that's like how old is, the kid, white kid, that kid. How old is he? 9? Oh, 6. Oh my gosh,
Wow.
6. So he said, thank you because you're kind. And like that moment was like, whoa. Like I had a lot of people will message you, but I'm like, dang, it's not about the quantity sometimes. It's really about the relationship. And I think the lower I got in terms of, we've stood on stages with thousands of people watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but I've walked off feeling like nothing's different. Like, I remember there's this lady, and she was again, if you guys, we talk about Jesus a lot here, but like there's a great Christian preacher who went on stage before. I think her name was Christine Kane. What's the name of Joyce Mayer, right? So Christine Kane, great preacher. Just think about this. If you guys don't care about Jesus, just think of her like a public speaker. So she goes on stage, she preaches an amazing message about Jesus, and then everyone applauds her. She comes off stage and her mentor is there, and she's like, did you enjoy that applause? And she's like, yeah, it was all right. And she's like, okay, good, because that's the only reward you're going to get for what you just did, because you did in front of everyone, so that's your reward. So what about the things that you do in private now? And so that's when this lady, Christine Kane, says, for every one thing I do in front of tons of people, I'm going to do 10 things in private that no one else sees. Not out of this striving, not out of this, like, I want to get a reward from God. It's not like, it's not that. It's about, at the end of the day, I think one thing that fills my heart so much is we have the opportunity to do stuff that the mainstream, the cameras will never see. And then I feel like that's almost like a pure version of like service, like when no one sees it. And like when you and God know, or when you're in private, you get to help someone, bless someone.
Yeah.
So it's like the lower you go, like I've had more fulfillment at times getting to stack chairs than host a TV show. You know what I mean? That's for me, and that sounds super preachy, so forgive me, but you know what I mean?
Nice.
So yeah, I remember there's a guy called Dr. Dennis. He says, what did he say about this? If you wanna, the higher you, something about, he was talking to people like who wanted to preach one day, and he was talking about, do you know what phrase I'm trying to remember? It's like, the higher you get, the lower you should go. So the more you become a leader, the more influential you get. You don't get there by climbing the ladder. You get there by picking up the broom and sweeping the floor.
Yeah.
And I am never going to pretend like I'm perfect in that, because I struggle. I still struggle with that. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to admit it here. To the team setting up here today, Tristan, Rafa, Serene, and Theo, I didn't want to carry the couches today. That's being real, because I'm like, I just don't want to get sweaty. But it's the job we have, and we're going to do it, and we're going to steward it well. But it's constant temptation to be like, I've graduated from this now. Again, I'm thinking, like, if we want the show to reach people, then who am I to just be the guy that gets on the microphone and stuff? You know what I mean? I got to do that stuff with them. And that's the biggest privilege. I'm so blessed with a great team. But I've talked for about 5 minutes now. What do you think, Aline?
I'm still having a hard time thinking of what to
of
answer.
the-
But I, just to say something, then just to answer, probably something that I over complicated in life is the pressure of like knowing everything
It's right away.
right away.
Yeah.
And so that led me to having a difficult time to ask for help, to be myself, like to just be vulnerable or to say no or to say yes to something like just that pressure. Siguro na I thought na dahil I'm doing all these things because there's a point din naman na you think that you're doing more than other people, diba? And like you realize like you're only 12 and then you're doing a lot of things. You're carrying this, carrying that. And so
it's like hyper independence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm still unlearning now. Na a lot of people have told me na you can ask for help. And it's so hard kasi I got used to like just handling things on my own. Pero yun. Yeah,
That's probably
that's
it.
mine.
I think that's that. Yeah, there's a an encouragement in that. Let's ask for help. Let's say it. Which honestly, I wanna.
I mean, I think we kind of like encountered that this morning.
Did we?
Like
With
I
the-
don't
with
know.
the- oh, with the
it's,
couches?
Yeah, with the couches. Somehow na parang I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So for context, we didn't want to. There are guys that help us bring up these couches, and God bless Siesta Horchata for nice
Oh no.
one. Things are falling,
Into
but we won't. No, I think as well. There's just honestly, I've learned a lot, even from this conversation, a lot that I didn't know about you, Adina, about you, Zeph. But if there's one thing you want to leave, like one thought you want to leave, or is this too much?
it's a legacy. that you
Legacy.
wanna
Like if there's one thing you want to like encourage people with, because I think you're actually one of the. I'm not. This is not a. You are a very. How do I say this? It sounds douchey. You're a very big woman for your age, in the sense that when you walk into a room, you carry that authority, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of people would be like, I think not a lot of, you're a feisty personality, like you're a strong person. So, grr. Which I'm not gonna lie, for your height, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
No, I have to balance it out. I have to honor you and balance. Again, it's our dynamic.
It's a
But
sandwich method.
there's a strength. I mean it. There's a strength that you have. So, but you're only 22. Like that blows my mind. You know what I mean? So to the people out there that are like, I have to have it all together. I have to know what to do. Just trying to
sorry.
figure out.
I'm just really-
No, it's all those people out there that care, that resonate with you about you have to grow up quick, you have to know what to do, and you're fighting your own battles. And I think she's a great example of even if you have everything, you earn that money, you have that status. Nakakainis ka talaga.
Because I think I know what I'm gonna say. It's like making me cry.
But to all those people
No,
that relate to that weight,
okay, yeah.
what would you want to say to them?
This is like oh my gosh.
I don't know what to do right now.
Sorry, I'm a very emotional person.
No, but I think a lot of people wouldn't have, like, people see your strength, right?
Uy, guys, I only cry when I'm paid. I think I have.
Aw.
Ay, nako. Ed naman kasi.
Sorry. Does this mean I'm good at my job or bad at my job? I don't really know. I feel like I should be way more empathetic and like kind.
Oh my gosh.
You're right, dude.
No, it's I'm just, internalizing for my work.
Okay.
Honestly.
That's rich. Practice lang pala to. No.
Okay.
All right, let me ask the question one more time. For those who are encountering the pain of being a human, and they feel like they can't feel that pain, and they don't have the license or the authority or the permission to. What do you want to say?
You're like talking about me, honestly. Because for a very long time, I felt like I'm not being like so human. Kasi I have to, like I can't do this song like out of nowhere. So it's I just okay. I always say this even before pa lang nung bata pa lang whenever they're gonna ask me, so what can you say to your supporters or to the people following you or someone who aspires to be you? I just say that giving up is like never the answer, regardless of what giving up looks like for you. Kasi I I think maraming beses ko na naisip yun. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Or just want to, like, let it go. Let it all go. But, of course, like, some things you have to let go. Pero, at the same time, it's, what I mean by not giving up is not giving up on yourself. And that little hope. Like, always looking for that very, very small light. And you'll never know what that can do, especially if you're in the dark. Like that small light. So, it's just don't give up.
Don't give up.
Never give up, yeah.
Which I don't think you are. You're not a quitter. You're not a quitter.
Nope.
I think Udine would run through a wall before she quit. But maybe let's end with this. In all that you've, carried, all that you've done.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
Parang,
Value.
Defense mechanism. Let's laugh para we don't cry. In all that you've gone through and all that you've done, what's the hope that you cling on to? Because you've gone through some stuff. I know we could probably talk about it way more, but you've gone through the challenges of life.
Yeah.
At such a young age. So what's that hope that you cling on to?
I don't want to be, well, yun naman pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. But it's really my faith and si God. That can already explain that.
Amen.
Yeah, yun talaga.
Yeah.
Parang, I just know that in everything, He's really trying to protect me. And He's always trying to lift me up. Yeah.
And that's the same for everyone out there. I hope from this conversation, I'm not gonna lie, when I was thinking about, there's a temptation for every interviewer to be like, oh, where do we want to bring this?
Yeah.
Where do we want to go? Do we want to make moments? And we never want to, at least for me, like I talked about this to Serene, Fio all the time. We never want to force a moment or be like, let's make her cry. That's not my job. I didn't want to.
I was
But
just sleepy kanina.
Ay, sorry. No, but I think at the main point is just like, thank you for not pretending that you got it all together. Because I think there's no one I'm thinking of, but I think we have a lot of that already.
Yeah.
And it's a lot in our culture as well. It's like, let's be strong because there are people who are suffering, and if we're suffering, then we're not helping them. Like if we're not strong, we're showing that we're weak. We're not actually helping them through anything. We're just parang damay-damay na tayo. But I think today's day and age needs more Odines, more Zephanies that will be willing to say that, hey, it sucks to be a human sometimes, but there's hope in it. There's a beauty in it. So thank you for not on behalf of everyone here, and thank you for not giving up in the moments that you had the temptation or the opportunity to, because now you get to stand here or sit here and give that same hope to other people. So yeah. Now how do we yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. I want to thank, of course, Siesta Horchata as well for being our place, our home for vulnerability.
It's my first time here, but I think I'll be here.
You'll be here more. You'll be here more. But also thank you, Odine, for being here with us and for sharing your story as well. For anyone who has any complaints or thoughts on anything we said today that might not like it, feel free to email Odine at Odine at .demaranan@gmail.com. Is that your... No. Okay. I'm just making sure.
I mean, it's good that you didn't know.
I didn't actually say it. But thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you for being human. Thank you for being real. And thank you because I think and I feel and I hope that there's at least one less lonely person in the world today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we give you the phenomenal superstar herself, Zephanie!
This like started
Zim-
really weird and
I know,
then
right?
ended super
I feel like we
formal.
should have just ended heavy. Started heavy and then like ended joyful.
Yeah, it's like
But
the other way.
Wala eh, life is not a TV show.
No,
So.
but thank you then
Yeah.
for doing this. This is like a lot of effort for you for sure, but you are not just helping the people who are watching, but like us too.
Oh.
This is like a very safe space, guys. Like, lalang, sarap talaga matulog dito.
Therapy na lang.
I'm gonna go back here when I'm, mga 60, ganun.
Oh my gosh. I'm 25. I have 35
So that's
years
how
of
old are-
podcast.
You'll never know.
Si Rafa umuubo. si Fio may kids na. Actually, may mga anak niya.
But you
anak
guys
niya.
are still gonna carry the sofa.
Oh my gosh, no. Our kids are no, we're not. We're not that Filipino family. Our
Yeah.
kids will live free. But,
Amen.
okay, but Adine, we have one last special moment that we're gonna
What?
do. Yes, we do this to everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, Tristan, bring it over here.
Bring
yes,
it
go.
on.
This is our signature fun
Oh
moment.
my gosh.
Actually, you want to say hi to the team, guys? Tristan, point it. Let everyone say hi. Hey, let them see what it looks like behind the camera. Hey, it's Tristan and Rafa and hey, you know, Gasto. So hey, pwede. Basta intern ka lang. Yay! All right, we got a pen for you. This is one of my favorite moments because you just write your name. You say, so this is our but not yes right there. Not the signature you use for your bank account though, because people can use that and you know.
I think I know.
All right.
Just my name.
Yes, just your signature. A signature of any kind. Sorry. Uy, smile. Naka-close up yan.
She's always smiling.
Hey, yo.
Game?
Yeah. Yeah, no. Zephanie Dimaranan. Let's go! Here on the Painfully Human podcast. Hey, shakarababasi. Heart? All right. You want to get... All right, now we're... Oh, yes, we can do that later. We have a gift for you,
Wow.
Adine. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you again next time. Right here on the
Bye.
Painfully Human podcast.
Ed Barber
Ed Bar-
Podcast.
All right.